Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Run. Motion, motion. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Handoff comes to Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This a screen to Abdullah. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's make these babies cry.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
258. 54.
Rodgers going to run the out. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez Scantling. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I.
54 Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they come up now second and goal. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. But now it's third and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Now Cousins. It's complete. Abdullah. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play fake. Cousins looking deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
are backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Green 18. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. No check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give it to Anderson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Packers take over first
We
and
got
10
this.
at their own 5-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Packers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Rodgers again now. He's going to rifle one deep left, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now out comes Minnesota. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
For the high! Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run. Anderson. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Go! Yellow, yellow, yellow! 51 the mic, boy, 51. 6 man. Hey, Echo! 51 the mic, 51 the mic.
Cousins from the gun on third. That's caught by Treadwell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Anderson here out of the gun. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
First down, here's the run with Anderson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd down, Cousins. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run. Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point try by Bailey. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Packers 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
from the 30 on second down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize the same sort of skills.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now.
Come on, D. Hey, what?
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick your game up. Inside. Right there. 54, right there. Right hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Get the ball. Get up.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
And inches at the 46-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Good route here.
Again, it's Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Stay at home, stay at home.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let go.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Cousins to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
It's going to be a long game.
To throw is Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.